I often get asked, what do I need to do to meet my spirit guide? Now, there's different ways, and so let's start with a simple way that you can meet your guides as a beginner. So if this is all sort of fairly new to you, but you're really interested in it, then I would go with the most straightforward way. I will also go through the way that you can go if you're much more advanced or much more in tune with your intuition and your psychic abilities, okay? Because you're all at different places, and I don't want to teach you to suck eggs if you've done a lot of work, and I don't want to miss stuff out if you haven't done a lot of work. So the first way to meet your guides is to do a guided meditation. And this guided meditation is going to prompt you what to do. It's going to explain to you the process, all right? And if you're in my Awaken and Align membership group, then you have access to all sorts of visualizations and meditations to help you with this. And you can do your own, you can just record it, okay? So really what you're doing is you're getting into a relaxed state. You're setting that intention that you want to meet your main guide, and I would focus on your main guide. If you saw video 1, you will see that I was talking about this main guide who's with you from birth till death, and then the other ones that can come and go. So let's just focus on your main guide, and you can always repeat this with your other guides, okay? So you're going to get yourself in a relaxed state, and the visualization is going to just tell you what to do, what to see, what to experience, okay? Now, the problem with a lot of these visualizations is that they are a bit one-dimensional. So people will often say, oh, you know, you can see this and you can see that and you can see this over here. But not everybody is visual. And even if you are visual, which is clairvoyance, you may be getting your information in a different way. So are you feeling it? Are you just knowing it? And you don't really know how you know it, you just do. Are you getting thoughts popping in your head? That's clairaudience. So you need to be aware of all of your different senses, okay? So what I would recommend is that you carve out some time and try that method. And if you're not very good at led or guided meditations, because not everybody is, then this other way of doing it might well work for you. So the other way is to just, again, sit quietly, because you just want to be focused on what you're doing. You don't want to be busy with phones and tech and what's going on around you, okay? And just, again, set that intention and ask your guide to step forward and connect with you. And you'll feel that shift in the energy, like you'll just know that you're not alone, someone or something is with you, okay? And just allow that energy to blend with yours, and then ask them questions. And you're going to have to play 20 questions, and you're going to have to figure out what your yes and no is. So my physiological response to a no, there's like nothing going on, okay? It's just peace and quiet. But if I ask a question and get a yes, then I get this kadunk in my stomach, my solar plexus, and I know that's a yes, okay? Now, yours isn't going to be the same. So, you know, don't get hung up on that, but use that to figure out what yours is. And so you can ask, are you male? See what happens. Are you female? See what happens. Are you young? Are you old? Have we had a life together? So that can be a bit more long-winded, but it's more instantaneous and there's less chance for your brain to get in the way, okay? So we use things like this in the membership group. So do come and join me there so that you can really move your development forwards, but on your timescale. There's no set meetings or anything like that. You literally just, you know, watch on demand, a bit like you do with Netflix. So your guides are always there. They are always talking to you. And I know that you're always talking to them. The biggest issue is that people tend to ask questions, but they don't look for the response. Or B, their expectation is too high. Okay. And for most people, working with your guides, your spirit guides, is not the same as having a conversation like we would have. Okay. So you might get words, you might get pictures, feelings, just know stuff. And so they will communicate through your senses, but they'll also use the external world. So the other day, I kept seeing a cast of falcons. I was like, well, that's really weird. I've never even heard of that. And now it's come up twice in one day. And when I Googled it, actually, the spiritual meaning of a falcon was just what I needed to hear. So they knew what I needed to hear. And I'd had quite a busy day. So I think they just knew that they weren't going to get to me in any other way. So they used that way to get my attention. Okay. It could be pieces of music. It could be numbers. They will use whatever they can, including the adverts down the sides of Facebook. You know, if that's what they have to use to go, yes, do it, take that job, or yes, follow your spiritual path, then they will do it. So come and join me in video 3, where we'll look a bit more deeply into spirit guides, and we will see how we can move you forwards. See you later.